If your home shows even 3 out of these 8 signs, then please be cautious. Misfortune may already be building up, and a major upheaval could be on its way. Hello there, I am Master Han. In traditional Feng Shui, a house is not just a place that shields you from the sun and the rain. It is where energy gathers, a space that nurtures the fate and fortune of the entire family. But unfortunately, some homes that appear peaceful on the outside are actually slowly collecting layers of negative energy. Over time, this leads the lives of those living inside to become disoriented, chaotic, and gradually sink into the lowest depths of destiny. In today's video, I am going to share with you 8 signs that are easy to spot, yet most people have no idea that these are clear warnings, signals that bad luck is approaching. And if you do not take timely action, you might find yourself stuck in a spiral of misfortunes with no way out. Pay close attention to signs number 6 and number 8. These two are especially serious, yet so many people are unknowingly making these exact mistakes inside their own homes, leaving the door wide open for negative energy to flood in. Make sure to watch all the way to the end, because each sign could be a crucial puzzle piece that helps awaken your awareness and prompts you to act before it is too late. Do not overlook anything. Before we begin, take a moment to write a positive affirmation in the comments section, such as, "I am awakening and taking control of the energy flow within my home." This is the very first step to transforming your energy and welcoming wealth, peace, and harmony back into your life. And do not forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on powerful spiritual Feng Shui knowledge that can help you preserve your blessings and protect your household through every shift in fortune. And now let us dive into the very first sign, one of the most visible symptoms that often gets overlooked, which might be turning your home into a magnet for harmful energy. Sign number 1. The house is affected by external, killing energy. Feng Shui is a study of energy, of how life force moves through space. The front door is where energy first enters a home. Any external source of negative energy that points directly at the front door acts like an invisible arrow aimed straight at the homeowner's destiny. One of the most common and dangerous patterns is a large road or a long hallway pointing directly at the entrance. In Feng Shui, this is known as direct clash. Energy is not allowed to settle or transform, but instead rushes straight in, disrupting the energy field inside the home. If it is a road with moving vehicles, the harmful energy is even stronger, as traffic brings not only noise, but chaotic, broken streams of energy. Similarly, if your front door directly faces another house's front door, that creates a condition known as door-to-door conflict. It may seem harmless, but over time it can lead to tension with neighbors, financial instability, and conflicts, because the two streams of energy clash and disrupt the household's luck. Additionally, if your house is located near places with strong, unstable energy, such as temples, gas stations, cemeteries, cell towers, or hospitals, these are all sources of extreme energy fields, either overly yin or overly yang, and they can be highly detrimental if not neutralized properly. The consequences of these energy patterns do not appear overnight, but gradually you may start to feel that things are just not going smoothly. Career paths stall, your mood feels heavy, family members grow anxious or irritable, and finances seem to leak for no apparent reason. So what should you do if your home falls into one of these situations? If you cannot move out just yet, the most important step is to neutralize and soften the energy. You can use Feng Shui tools to redirect the energy flow. Hang a convex bagua mirror, place white quartz or black obsidian stones to absorb the impact. If a hallway points directly at the front door, install a soft divider or hang a sheer curtain to slow down the incoming energy. For door-to-door clashes, try planting a hedge or adjusting the door's opening direction if possible. Remember, the front door is not just where energy enters, it is where your life path begins. If the doorway is wrong, even the good things inside the home will slowly begin to fade away. Sign number 2. A cold, heavy, unsettling atmosphere. Have you ever stepped into a house and immediately felt uneasy, a kind of cold, heavy vibe, as if something invisible is pressing down on the space? That is a sign that the yin energy in the house has become overwhelming. And if that house happens to be your own, it is something that needs urgent attention. An excess of yin energy does not come from ghosts or spirits, as many might think. In Feng Shui, yin energy simply refers to stagnant damp air, a lack of movement, a lack of sunlight, and most importantly, a lack of natural yang energy. This kind of energy leads to fatigue and drains your positive life force. There are clear signs you can look for. You walk into your home and feel gloomy or tired, even if you just rested. Family members become irritable, fall into negative moods, get stressed easily, catch minor illnesses often, or simply feel mentally clouded without knowing why. One very common cause is when the entrance is blocked by large trees or the house faces away from natural light. This prevents yang energy from flowing in, while yin energy accumulates like still water. There is also a serious but often overlooked Feng Shui mistake, placing the septic tank or bathroom in the wrong position, especially in the northwest sector, known as the Qian direction, which represents the male pillar of the household. If you are living in a house that constantly makes you feel gloomy, drained, or low in energy, do not ignore it. Check whether the entrance is blocked. If so, open up the space, let more light in, and plant uplifting greenery, small leaves, light colors. Make sure common areas like the living room and kitchen, where most activity happens, are filled with yang energy, natural light, good airflow, and dryness. Check the locations of your septic tank and bathrooms, especially avoiding areas that symbolize structural support. Qian, northwest; Kun, southwest; and wealth, southeast. Sign number 3, the entrance is blocked. In traditional Feng Shui, the concept of the bright hall, or Ming Tang, is extremely important, yet often ignored. This is the open space in front of your main entrance, where vital energy gathers and transforms before entering the home. It acts as a buffer zone and energy lung that allows external energy to settle and become suitable to nourish the household's fortune. If this area is blocked, dark, or weighed down by heavy objects, then even the most beneficial energy will have trouble entering the home smoothly. The home's overall energy becomes stagnant and unbalanced. Take a close look at the space in front of your gate or front door. If you notice obstacles like utility poles, large trees drain openings, sharp-edged rocks, or sharp corners from nearby buildings pointing toward your home, these are all destructive patterns attacking the bright hall. In Feng Shui, sharp or piercing structures are called cutting energy. They carry combative energy that can cause division, financial loss, or ongoing trouble in your work and life. Keep in mind that the bright hall should not only be spacious, it also needs to be bright and open. If the front yard is too small, surrounded by high walls, or cluttered with random objects or trash, then the energy becomes stale and turns into shadow energy, affecting both health and emotional well-being. A lack of sunlight at the front entrance is one of the main causes of stagnant energy, especially if it continues for multiple seasons. I was once invited to assess a beautiful home on the outskirts of the city, luxurious interiors, modern design. But the homeowner kept failing in business, and their 2 young children were constantly sick. When I arrived, the first thing I noticed was a 3-meter-high wall from the neighbor's property right in front of the door, with a dense canopy of old trees above it. The bright hall was completely gone, replaced by a gloomy, shadowed space all day long. After trimming the trees, cleaning up the front yard, and repainting the wall with a light color, the situation improved significantly. The family's mood lifted, and their finances started to recover. If your home has obstacles right outside the entrance or the front yard, rarely gets sunlight. Consider the following. If the object is yours, like a large plant pot, an old vehicle, or a storage bin, move it. If you cannot move it, like a tree or a power pole, you can use a convex mirror, a bagua mirror, or place some vibrant quartz crystals to soften the impact. Prioritize painting this area in light colors, keep it clean and airy. Cleanliness is the starting point of good energy. If possible, design a small water feature or add some low, gentle greenery to help the energy flow naturally before it enters the home. Sign number 4, plants and pets struggle to thrive. In Feng Shui, the vitality of a space is reflected not only in how people feel, but also in how nature responds to it. One of the clearest mirrors of this energy is how well plants and pets thrive. If your plants, even with proper care, still refuse to flower, bear fruit, or simply wither and die, that is a strong signal that the land's energy is unfavorable. Likewise, if your fish frequently die, or your dogs and cats are always sick, sluggish, or behave oddly, the issue may not be with care. It could point to an energy field that is not suitable for life. A good piece of land and a Feng Shui balanced home will naturally support growth. Flowers bloom easily, pets are lively and healthy. But when life struggles, so do the people living there with poor health, low energy, and blocked fortune. This often results from imbalance in three key elements. First, air spaces that are stuffy, lack airflow, or have chaotic wind patterns. Second, water underground streams or leaky pipes that weaken the land's energy. And third, harmful forces, sharp negative objects or flaws like misplaced bathrooms, pointed corners aimed at the garden, or uneven floors. I was once invited to assess a large garden home with rare plants. The owner said that despite using good soil, clean water, and proper care, the plants remained weak. After surveying the land, I found most of the garden sat in a conflicting energy zone, with an underground stream cutting behind the house, feeding cold energy to the roots all day. After redirecting the water and moving some plants to a stronger zone, the garden began to flourish within a year, and their homestay business picked up significantly. In your home, do not wait until things start dying. Observe plants that never flower or bear fruit or have yellow leaves without cause. Fish that die despite stable water and temperature. Pets that are often sick, withdrawn, not reproducing, or run away. Remember, plants and animals cannot speak, but they are honest early warning signs. If they cannot thrive, then fortune and peace will not flourish there either. Sign number 5, moldy, deteriorating walls. A house might be structurally sound, but if the walls are damp, stained, and moldy, then no matter how expensive the interiors may be, the Feng Shui has already been weakened at its core. The walls of a home are like its skin. When the skin is damaged, the energy field's protective layer is breached, allowing moisture, bacteria, and negative energy to seep in, directly affecting both health and fortune. There are 3 common types of mold that Feng Shui experts pay close attention to. Black mold often appears at the base of walls, under staircases, or on ceilings. It signals long-term dampness and excessive yin energy. Red-brown mold, usually found near leaking water pipes. It shows the rapid growth of microorganisms that can harm the lungs and respiratory system. White-gray mold spreads like cobwebs. It reveals a tightly sealed, poorly ventilated environment, prone to hidden toxic gases. No matter what kind it is, mold is a clear sign that positive yang energy cannot gather. The home is unbalanced and its lifeline is seriously weakened. I once assessed a home where the family had lived for over 10 years. Things started out great, but in recent years their business failed. The children got sick often and the couple's relationship grew tense. When I entered, I saw large patches of black mold on the ground floor walls, even though the house had been repainted several times. The issue was poor waterproofing and weak ventilation. After guiding them to properly waterproof, install more windows for sunlight, and clean the mold completely, the energy began to stabilize. 2 years later, the homeowner reported that the atmosphere had totally shifted. Their finances bounced back, and family tensions eased noticeably. Here is an interesting observation. I once studied ancient burial grounds. Some graves, even after 20 years, remained clean and dry, showing that the land had stable living energy. In contrast, tombs with moldy, moss-covered walls often indicated unstable yin energy, affecting descendants negatively. So if your house has signs like these, it is not just a cosmetic problem, it is an early Feng Shui warning. Make sure to inspect the waterproofing system and fix the root causes. Use breathable materials, avoid overly sealed paints or plastic wall coverings. Let in natural light, open windows, use light colors or mirrors to reflect sunlight. Add exhaust fans, never let the air inside your home stagnate. A clean house is a bright house, but a dry house is one that truly holds positive energy. Mold does not just damage walls, it silently deteriorates the fate of those living inside. Sign number 6, improper internal layout and functionality. In Feng Shui, the space inside a house is called the inner configuration. It refers to the layout of rooms, furniture, walkways, and energy pathways. Unlike a home's direction or location, the inner layout is not visible at first glance, but its impact is profound because it directly influences how energy moves once inside. A common issue I often see is that homes may look beautiful, but the internal functions are poorly placed out of proportion or even forced into areas of harmful energy. There are about 32 common layout violations I regularly check. Among the most serious are a kitchen placed in the center or facing a bathroom fire and water energy clash, affecting health, emotions, and finances. A staircase going straight from the entrance energy rushes upward without settling, dispersing energy. A bedroom above a kitchen or bathroom, prolonged exposure to negative energy, leading to anxiety or poor health. A bed facing the wrong way or under a ceiling beam or heavy fan causes subconscious pressure, poor sleep, and low morale. The wealth area blocked by heavy items or used for storage financial energy cannot gather luck, sharply declines. The key is, even if your home's exterior is perfect, a flawed interior layout can twist or break the flow of good energy from within. If you often feel unsettled in your space or like something is holding you back for no clear reason, the problem may lie not in your life situation, but in how your interior is arranged and functioning. Take time to evaluate or consult a Feng Shui expert to check the following. Is the kitchen squeezed between heavy yin zones? Are the stairs or walkways directing energy properly or cutting across your wealth area? Is your bed positioned well without being pressed by the room structure? Is your work or study area bright, quiet, and able to gather energy? Feng Shui is not superstition. It is the art of designing space so energy flows smoothly, creating balance between people and their environment. When the inner configuration is tight, broken, or chaotic, the people in that space are more likely to feel stressed, drained, and unstable. Sign number 7, a cold, inactive kitchen. There is an old saying, a home with a warm kitchen is a home blessed with fortune. In Feng Shui, the kitchen is not just for cooking, it is the heart of the home, the symbol of fire energy, warmth, nourishment, connection, and the pulse of prosperity. Even if your kitchen is modern, fully equipped, and expensive, if it remains unused for too long, with no cooking, no fire, then the fire energy will gradually fade. And when fire energy is lacking, 3 things will happen. First, family connection weakens. A cold kitchen means no shared meals. Fewer shared meals mean less conversation, less bonding, and less care. These seemingly small acts are actually the invisible threads that hold family harmony together, and once those break, the family bond may start to fracture. Second, positive energy in the home declines. The kitchen produces heat, and heat is essential for transforming yin energy into yang, for purifying the air, and for stimulating healthy energy flow. A cold kitchen causes stagnant energy to build up, making the home feel heavy and even leading to mold growth that often goes unnoticed. Third, financial luck begins to leak. Fire energy is what activates wealth energy. Without fire, money cannot be retained. I have seen this many times in real cases. Homeowners who regularly eat out or live alone without cooking slowly see their financial energy weaken for no obvious reason. You do not need to be a master chef, but if you want your fortune to flourish, then cook at home at least a few times per week. Even a simple meal is enough to revive fire energy. Do not let your kitchen sit completely empty. Place small fire-related items like a salt lamp, candles, or a red or orange glass vase. Keep the kitchen clean, but not sterile. Clean the grease, but retain a sense of warmth and lived-in energy. The flame in your kitchen does not just heat food, it warms the soul of your home. A cold kitchen is a warning sign that your home is losing its rhythm of life. And when that rhythm fades, prosperity quietly slips away. Sign number 8, water leakage. In the 5 elements theory, water represents wealth flow, circulation, and smooth movement. When water energy flows properly, prosperity follows. But if it leaks or flows the wrong way, it is just like uncontrolled financial loss. The danger is that leaks often happen silently and go unnoticed until visible damage appears: stained floors, damp walls, constantly wet foundations, or screeching pipes. In Feng Shui, water leakage is a clear negative sign. It represents financial loss, energy drain, and hidden damage that is hard to detect or control. I once assessed a luxury apartment where the owner had ongoing financial troubles despite a stable income. I found a slow leak behind a kitchen cabinet, creating constant dampness. Since the cabinet was rarely opened, they had no idea. After fixing the leak, drying the area, and placing black quartz to rebalance water energy, their finances improved noticeably. Besides money loss, leaks also affect health. Dampness breeds mold and bacteria, which can cause respiratory problems, joint pain, and skin issues. So not only is your money draining, your health is too. How do you detect and fix this? Regularly check plumbing under sinks, behind washing machines, around toilets, and especially underground pipes. Watch for stains, discoloration, or loose tiles. Listen for running water when no one is using it, or screeching pipe sounds. These are red flags. Fix leaks thoroughly, not temporarily. Seal pipes waterproof again, and eliminate all dampness. To strengthen water energy, if possible, place a small fish tank in a well-lit, ventilated area. Use a stone basin or heavy ceramic jar to anchor wealth energy. Never let faucets drip. It may seem minor, but leads to serious loss over time. Money is like a stream without control; it flows away. A house with water leaks is quietly losing wealth every day. Fixing this is not just maintenance, it is protecting your fortune energy and long-term stability. We have just gone through 8 clear signs that a house may have severely negative feng shui, not only draining wealth, but silently causing illness, conflict, and deep instability. If you see 3 or more of these signs present in your own home, do not ignore them. Do not let familiarity make you delay action, because once bad energy has accumulated long enough, the consequences will not stop at just feeling tired. They could lead to major financial loss, health issues, or even disaster. Feng Shui is not a belief, it is a logical system built around the living environment. And when someone lives out of harmony with Feng Shui, they end up paying the price with their own destiny. If moving out is not an option, take action now to neutralize each sign. Every small change you make today is a step toward reclaiming control over your luck, your health, and your prosperity. And now, if you are truly ready to transform the energy flow in your home, leave a comment under this video with the sentence, "I will clear the negative feng shui from my home." That is your first commitment and the signal that good energy can begin to flow back in. Do not forget to subscribe to Master Han's channel so you will not miss any upcoming videos where I will guide you step by step through how to resolve each issue, restore balance, and help you create a home that is not just a place to live, but a space that protects your wealth, nurtures your blessings, and welcomes long-lasting prosperity.